The winter of 1287 gripped Yorkshire in ice. In the Abbey of St. Edmund, hidden deep within the shadowed forests, monks offered prayers for the salvation of souls. But on that night, the prayers fell silent. Blood stained the altar, and a shadow of sin crept over the holy walls. In the abbey's chapel, the body of Brother Godric, a young monk, was discovered. He lay before the altar, a dagger buried in his chest, a crimson pool spreading across the stones. The abbey, home to only a dozen monks, was seized by fear. The gates had been locked since sunset, and no stranger could have entered. The killer lurked among the brothers. Abbot Oswald, his eyes betraying unease, summoned Sir Roland de Vex, a former knight-turned-wandering sleuth whose sharp mind had unravelled even the darkest mysteries. Roland arrived at the abbey under the wail of the wind. He surveyed the chapel, where Godric's blood still glistened. The dagger in the monk's chest was finely crafted, engraved with a cross, a warrior's weapon, not a monk's. But Roland's gaze caught something else, traces of wax on the floor, as if someone had dropped a candle and tried to conceal it. Near the body lay a scrap of parchment, scrawled with the words, "And his sin shall be revealed." Roland knew this was no mere murder. It was a message. Roland began his investigation, watching the monks closely. Brother Simon, the librarian, was nervous, his hands trembling as he handled the books. Brother Thomas, the blacksmith, glowered, rumored to have been accused by Godric of stealing the abbey's silver. Brother Edwin, a young novice, seemed terrified, whispering of a shadow he had glimpsed in the cloister the previous night. Each monk hid something, but Roland held back from judgment. That night, Roland stayed in the chapel, hoping to catch a trace of the killer. At the stroke of midnight, he heard footsteps. Slow, heavy, as if someone crept across the stone floor. But when he turned, the chapel was empty. Only a shadow flickered on the wall, vanishing in the candlelight. Roland did not believe in ghosts, yet a chill pierced him to the bone. The next day, Roland searched Godric's cell. Beneath a straw mattress, he found a hidden bundle of notes. Godric had written of a curse upon the abbey. 20 years earlier, a monk had died, supposedly of fever, but Godric suspected murder. He mentioned a treasure concealed within the walls, and a name, Gerhard, the abbot before Oswald, whose death remained a mystery. Roland began to suspect that Godric had uncovered a secret worth killing for. Roland descended into the crypt, where ancient burials lay. He noticed a stone slab slightly ajar, revealing a narrow passage. Inside stood a chest brimming with silver coins and goblets. A treasure, according to Godric's notes, stolen from pilgrims. Beside it lay another dagger, identical to the one that killed Godric, its hilt carved with the letter T. Roland thought of Thomas, but as he reached for the dagger, the light went out, and footsteps echoed behind him. By morning, a new tragedy struck the abbey. Brother Edwin was found in the forest, his throat slit, the same T-marked dagger beside him. Roland realized the killer was covering their tracks. He returned to Godric's notes, finding a clue. The treasure was tied to Abbot Oswald, who had risen to power after Gerhard's death. Roland began to suspect that Oswald was hiding more than he let on. In the refectory, Roland gathered the monks. He revealed the dagger and Godric's notes, watching their faces. Thomas paled but swore he was framed. Simon muttered prayers, avoiding Roland's gaze. Oswald remained calm, too calm. Roland took a gamble. He accused Oswald, piecing together how the abbot had murdered Gerhard 20 years ago to seize the treasure, then killed Godric when he grew too close to the truth. Edwin, Roland declared, was an unlucky witness, slain for seeing Oswald in the crypt. Oswald leapt to his feet, his hand reaching for a hidden dagger, but Roland was swifter. He pinned the abbot against the wall as the monks gasped in horror. Under the weight of evidence, Oswald broke. He confessed to killing Gerhard for power and silver, and Godric and Edwin to protect his secret. The T-marked dagger was a ruse to frame Thomas. Oswald was led away in chains. The treasure was returned to the church, but the abbey was forever changed. The monks whispered that a weeping sound echoed in the chapel at night. Godric's soul still seeking peace. Roland left Yorkshire, but his mind lingered on a nagging thought. Had he uncovered all the abbey's secrets? Some sins, it seemed, could not be washed away, even with blood.